Well, hello, my dudes. I'm gonna do a live stream, something I very rarely do. I'm really excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna start in about 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. Well, hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic! Thank you so much for asking. My name is Vid, and welcome back to another VidMC livestream. How crazy is that? I know the intro graphics said Igniter SMP livestream. I realized way too late that yeah, I didn't have a live stream graphic, so I thought, you know what the heck? I'm just gonna put Igniter SMP down as my live stream stop. Hello, Tommy Plays Games. How are you? Hello, Blue Wolf. Hello, Cubically. Yes, a little over the top with a fantastic, but this is a fantastic day. This is a special occasion day. I'm gonna do something very fun, very different, not really related to Igniter SMP. This is just an idea that I had a long time ago, and I've kind of been thinking about it a lot, on and off. Something that I really wanted to do is design a giant super smelter. By the way, check out this, the beautiful new cape I got. This is the Menace cape, which I got from watching Twitch streams this week. I got the TikTok one as well. I had to install TikTok on my phone and watch 3 minutes of TikTok, then I immediately uninstalled TikTok. But I got the 2 capes, so that's all good. So anyway, yeah, I want to build a super smelter. I know that was, sorry, tangent. So in case you missed it, I published a video today. As a matter of fact, earlier today, this morning, my time, about I don't know, almost 12 hours ago at this point. And it was all in this area right here, and it had to do with what is the best fuel in Minecraft. And I showed off a couple super smelter designs, stuff that I have built, and it kind of reinvigorated my fire for building a super smelter. All right, so let's lay out what the hope is today. So what I want to do, and maybe I should get some signs out to demonstrate this exactly. Signs, yes. This is going to be a creative stream, by the way. Hope that doesn't bother many of you. Working in creative mode. Come over here, give myself a little bit of room. Okay, so the whole idea is we are going to build a super smelter, but the input to that super smelter is going to be a shulker box full of materials. For fuel, I think we're going to use carpet. I think we're going to use carpet, and I think we're going to use a carpet duper, a bunch of carpet dupers like that over there. We're going to have a lot of furnaces. I think what we're going to do is go for 384 furnaces. And you might be saying to yourself, why? Why in the world would you choose 384 furnaces? That seems like a large number, but also an insanely ridiculous number. But here's the thing. I'm going to be loading fuel into my super smelter. No, not fuel. I'm going to be loading items to smelt into my super smelter using hopper minecarts. And our hopper minecart will carry 5 stacks of items, and 5 stacks, that is 5 times 64. Guess what? 384. Yep. So now you're seeing what I'm laying down here. So 384 furnaces should be able to take exactly the material out of 1 hopper minecart. Now it is going to take multiple passes with hopper minecarts, but the whole idea is I'm going to have a shulker box unloader. Maybe I should, continue with my signs here. So shulker unloader. So that's basically somewhere that I drop shulker boxes in, and then a hopper minecart is going to go in. It's going to suck out all of the stuff from the shulker box, and then it's going to zip off down the track. Next, I'm going to have a fast recovery of minecarts. So basically, fast recovery of minecarts. So basically what that means is when one minecart fills up and shoots off down the line, I want another minecart zipped in there right away so that I'm wasting as little time as possible when I'm actually getting the next batch of stuff for my furnaces. And of course, in the end, I want to reload the shulker and then return that back to the player. So I don't care what that looks like. That might just be like it pops out of the ground from a dispenser, or it might be just falls from the sky and lands on the player. I don't really care. This is the kind of thing that I can figure out later exactly what to do with all of the shulkers. But unloader, used my hopper minecarts to spread out all this stuff and then reload the shulker. So I guess without further ado, we should start placing some things down. I think I want to play around a little bit with each of these things or each of these ideas and see where we're at. I also think I'm going to need a little bit of space. I don't know how much space I'm going to need. I hope I can do this without too much bother if I go not too high. So let's try this. Okay, so let's do a pos 1 and a pos 2 and a set stone. Boom. And now I've got a block floating in the air, just in the middle of the air that I can use. And this is where I'm going to have my shulker boxes loaded. So how do I want to do this? Well, I have actually a shulker box unloader design. Do I actually have a schematic for it? No, I think I can build it, again, pretty easily. So the whole idea is this. We need a hopper. This will be fun. So we'll start with a hopper. On top of that hopper, we're going to put a slab. It doesn't really matter what kind of slab. And then we're going to have some sort of a block. I should have just chose a bunch of blocks. I didn't really choose any block palette, nothing. You guys are seeing this completely raw here. So the whole idea is you're going to come in and you're going to place your shulker right here against this block there. This is basically going to be the same as it is in Relic Runner. I need a piston. This piston is going to be above the shulker box. I'm just using shulkers to pillar up here. Something like this. Okay. And the whole idea is once a shulker is detected to be in this spot full of stuff, it'll get broken and pushed down into this hopper. So that should be pretty easy to do using just a comparator. There is one sort of caveat here, and that is we don't want, oops, that's not where it goes at all, it goes there. We don't want the shulker box to be detected if there is nothing in it. So you can see there's nothing in it. I also want this hopper down here to be locked, just in case you break your shulker and it falls and lands here. I don't want it to go in here unless it has actually been broken. So we're probably going to need, I'm just going to add some stone here. I need some stone. I'm going to need some redstone components. By the way, feel free to ask me any questions. Yes, am I going to build this in survival? Yes, this is going to be survival friendly, which means I'm definitely planning on building this in survival at some point. I'm not building it in survival today. I'm building it in creative today because this is going to be like a big redstone contraption type thing, and I don't really want to go through the bother of designing it in survival. So I'm going to design it in creative and then, yeah, go from there. Okay, so you know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need some space here. Something like these. And I'm going to need to put down a box, and I'm going to need that fill that box with something. There we go. Now, hopefully, I can get rid of this box, and this is my new box of things to smelt. And when I put this down right here, it should give me an output from the comparator. And if I were to break that box, okay, it will sit on top of this hopper because I don't want it to go into the hopper. Which is great. So far, so good. Doing good so far. But what I do want to do now is this. Okay, so that's where I put the items. Once they're done smelting, I need to do two things. Thing number one is I need to break it. So let's do this, and maybe... I'm winging this, by the way, so I have no idea if any of this is going to work or not. I know this is going to work, so if I just do this, this, I mean, that would instantly break the thing, which is cool. But I also need to depower this guy. So how am I going to do that? My instinct is to do... I know that would probably power, right? Too fast. Okay. Break the piston and just think about this. What if I were to just extend this out a little bit? Like this. This just gives me a little bit more room to work with. Okay. That, and then that. Okay, so now we've got, when a shulker box gets put, we're getting it detected. It's going to be broken, but also this is going to light up, which should then be able to light up this, which should then, as you can see, be able to turn off this torch. Yay! All right. Yeah, so we can break this. We can put our piston back. Let's clean this up a little bit here. So let's go, I don't know, stairs. Something like this. I'm trying to make this look pretty, be functional, look pretty, and all that other stuff. I'll worry about like how the block palette and everything is later. I just kind of want something that's, you know, not horrible looking, just so I can get a feel for how this is going to be. And of course, this is going to be the floor level here. So the idea is you're going to walk up to this thing and you're going to want to put your shulker box right there against that block. If you throw your shulker box in, nothing's going to happen. So you need to be able to pick it up. But if you put it in, boom, it should instantly be broken. And okay, so that didn't, that wasn't enough time for the unlock. So I figured I'd have to play with the timings a little bit here. So let me just add one block of delay. Did that go in? I think that went in. That went in. Yay! Okay. Did you get a chance to watch Minecraft Live today? I did. Yeah, do you guys want to talk about Minecraft Live while I am building this? Because I'm happy to talk about that. I don't know if surprise is the right word, but I mean, I know they're doing less stuff now with the drops versus the full releases, but I'm kind of surprised at how little stuff they showed today. I know Mojang has been accused in the past of basically trying to do too much, but I feel like they're doing the complete opposite now. They're doing too little. So like really, like the Minecraft Live was all about the stuff that we've already seen in the snapshots, which is great, but I want to see the next thing that's coming. I've already been paying attention to all of the snapshots, and I think that's what everybody else has been as well. And if they're going to go through the trouble of like, oh, let's tell you all about what's happening in the new drop, then they go and show you ghasts, which is cool, the dried ghast, the, you know, ghastling. Very cute mob. I think this is amazing. I think it's going to be really cool, especially for things like building. Like, did you see what I'm doing right here? Like, I'm flying around in creative right now, but if I wanted to do this in survival, there is no way. But if I was like on a ghast right now, a happy ghast, I could fly around, I could place these blocks, I could be doing this entirely in survival, no problem at all. And to me, that's super cool. I think that's going to be a huge benefit. All right. So, did you guys like the happy ghasts? Anyway, back further to my point though. That's it. That's all they showed, right? Just the, like, happy ghasts. Okay. So, is that it? Is that that's the whole thing? That's the whole thing. All right. I don't know if this will be open long enough. I might need to put a pulse extender on this. I have a feeling I'm going to have to put a pulse extender on this. Although, this might be one of those happy things where if it happens exactly with the right timing, it's going to turn this torch off, let the item fall through this hopper and into the dropper, and then when the torch repowers, it'll power the dropper and drop it. So this might actually be perfect. Nope, it ended up there. So what if I were to give it a little bit more? Okay, well there's one, but I think that's just because of the one that was already in there. Okay, try again. Nope. I wonder if I could do like an observer, and then it would do 2 pulses, right? Something like this. Well, the different varieties of the chickens and the pigs and the cows, that stuff's great, but that's all for the drop that's already coming. Like, we've known about the pigs and the cows and the chickens. We've known about that for like what feels like several weeks to months at this point, because it's been all over the snapshots and the snapshot videos. So if you guys have been watching anybody's videos about the snapshots, you'd already know about the pigs and the cows and stuff. And so much so that that's literally coming to the game as of Tuesday next week. So we're talking about, what, 3 days away? You know, today's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, you'll be able to download that and play the game with the new chicken variants, the new pig variants, the new cow variants, plus, what else? The new spawn eggs. Yeah, there's a bunch of like little things like that, which is cool. It's great stuff. I love that. But today for me was all about like, tell me what's next. Tell me the next big thing. Like, I'll tell you why I'm struggling here. I'm struggling because they released the idea of the pig variants and the sheep variants and the chicken variants or whatever variants. They released this as regular snapshot stuff. Like, hey, in this snapshot, we've added something new. It's a sheep, or it's a pig. It's a different kind of cows. Well, okay, that's great. But there was never a video about that until today. And today it was like, yeah, we've added all this stuff and here's the video, and it's dropping on Tuesday. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. I kind of want to go back to the bigger things. Like, don't tell me we're getting all of these things. Like, I feel like today, if they announce like, okay, we're getting sheep and we're getting cow variants, we're getting chicken variants, we're getting pig variants. Okay, now start developing them and releasing them in snapshots from now until the next drop. But it just felt like there was no point in having Minecraft Live today, because the only thing new was the ghast thing, which we're not getting for months. I don't know. That's just me. I'm trying not to be negative about it. I love everything that they're doing. It's just that the whole timing feels weird to me. That's all. Okay, where are we here? So we've still got an item in here. I don't want this item in here. Nothing in there, nothing in there. All right, so it probably released too soon that time. I think what I'm going to have to do, here is put in either a really big delay. Yeah, like what if I just like maximum delay here? I don't think that's going to matter. But let's try it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that goes in, and this only flashed for like a second. What if this was, no, I was going to say already inverted. It can't be inverted. Wait, this is firing the dropper, right? Yeah, it is. It does fire the dropper. I think what I need to do is have a pulse extender here. I think that's the only way to solve this problem. This is really silly. It feels like way overkill to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just because I know this will work. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that, and then that, and that. Okay, that should work. Now, nothing in there. Okay, we still have this. Put that in there. It breaks, and then it gets spit out. Now, that's a really long pulse extender. It doesn't need to be that long. I'm 100% sure. But, like I said, it is definitely working. Try one more time here. In we go. And down. Okay, so that could be the intro to our super smelter. So now the question is, what do we do? Okay, so next part then is to basically capture this. And I'm just going to go down a little bit. Down. And this could be any distance. but I'm just going to stop it right here. So this is where we're going to go. We're going to end up putting our thing in here, and boom, it's going to end up in our super smelter. Right there. Now, when this guy gets something, we need a dispenser. I think I'm going to try the dispenser facing sideways. I don't know if that's the best thing to do. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. And this is the same thing where we basically just now detect, do we have a shulker box? And if we do, we want to dispense it. And that could be really easy. See, I'm actually thinking to myself, man, is there an even easier way to do this? Okay, if I try to do this, and then this, oops, this. Okay, so now we've got that and that. That might actually do it, now that I think about it. Oh no, because I'm feeding this block, but not this block. But this will do it, right? Would that work? Oops, missed. There. No, that didn't work. I'm trying to be clever. I think I should probably just do this in the way that I know how to do it already. Why reinvent the wheel, right? All you really want to do is this, this, and this. And then this, this, and this. There we go. So we've now dispensed it. And now we want to do this again. Where we have piston there. And this piston is going to break this thing after it's unloaded. But we need to unload it. All right, so let's get some rails here. Rails. We're going to need a detector rail. We're going to need some powered rails. We're going to need some regular rails. Let's move some of these things over. We're going to need a gate. Any gate will do. We're going to need a hopper minecart. And, okay, let's just start building. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. How do we take the shulker box and get it into a place where we can pick up the empty shulker box after it's been emptied? That's a problem for another time. Right now, I'm just going to figure out how we can unload this thing. That might have to be a transparent block. Because I don't want to power, oops, glass. I don't want to power this dispenser. Oh, but it can't be a transparent block. Wow, this is more challenging than I thought. Okay, well, not really, because all we really need to do is go this way. Okay, so now we do this. This is now a detector rail. And then, well, let's just do this for now. And let's just do this. Okay. This we can break. And we'll just put a block there. Now, we need a gate here, which I have. So we have a gate right here. This is a really cool idea here. I love this. I need some power first. Actually, let's use levers. So we're going to need a lever there. I'm going to need a button. Button. Hey, hey, how is everything going? Great. 3 tips. How are you? Redstoners be like, find the simplest solution. Also, redstoners must make it simpler. Yes, exactly. So the problem I have, cubically, is that I don't have any designs in front of me right this second. And I don't want to like take the time to like on stream go look up a tutorial for how to do something. This is like one of those things that they tell you never do as a redstoner. Don't do redstone on camera. This is horrible. This is a terrible idea. But I thought I'm just going to do something kind of fun here. So, okay. So the whole idea here, and I've always loved this concept. It doesn't look like this is going to work at all. But what's going to happen here is that the hopper minecart is going to go underneath this gate here, totally underneath it, and then go up this rail here. But it's obviously going to get stopped because there's a frickin' shulker box here. But this gate is going to hold it from going back, and it'll actually hold while it's partially inside this shulker box, and it should load up. So watch this. And it's held. And if I just check, yeah, look, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, which is great. And now what we can do is we can actually take a comparator output out of this. So if you put an empty hopper minecart on a detector rail, it outputs a redstone signal. But if you like just that you can take with just like a regular repeater or something. But if you put a comparator here, it'll put out no signal if the hopper minecart is empty, but it will put out a signal if the hopper minecart has anything in it. And what we're looking for is what signal does it put out when it is full. So luckily for me, I can check that because I have this redstone power levels. Oh, you know what? I don't need it to be full. I just need some timing. So this is probably going to be, it's probably going to be a large amount of time, just because, well, just because. I needed to load the entire hopper minecart. So that's the problem. So let's try this. Let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start with 7 repeaters, all at maximum delay, and see how we do. Okay. Now we put our minecart here. And the idea is it's going to go over, it's going to start filling up, and when it is full, it should have just enough momentum that it'll leave, bounce back onto this track, and get shot back over here. So let's push the button, and then let's watch it get full and see if there's enough time. No, nowhere near enough time. See, that's the thing. We need 5 stacks to be in here. We need this entire thing. Doing good, man. Just chilling. Good. I'm glad you're chilling. I am chilling as well. This is a very chill stream for me. I'm not planning like anything like super crazy, but this is vid brain that you're in right now. So yeah, welcome. And welcome, Sean. Good to see you. Vid is epic. Thank you. Thank you for calling me epic. Okay, I think I'm gonna need a better solution here. And I have a better solution. In fact, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite circuits. This probably exists somewhere, but I feel like I invented this. Basically it's using an etho hopper clock, but it's using it in a very cool way. So first of all, when this gets any items, I'm going to go into a full signal so that I can. Whoa, my God! I'm in creative, and there's no reason that should have scared me, and it still scared me. I'm like, how? How are creepers in the air? Yep. I don't know why I put redeems on for this stream. Okay. Okay. So let me show you. I call this the double X. You guys are gonna love this. The double X. Okay. This is a vid creation here. You're gonna love this. Okay. It's called the double X because this is what it looks like. Okay. You start with an X. Oops, not there. You start with this. Okay. Like this. That's an X. You see how that's an X? And then we're gonna leave 2 spaces, and then we're gonna do another X. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Ah! Yeah. That's the double X right there. Now, this isn't really what it looks like, but this is basically the concept. Okay. So let me break a few little things here. So what we need to do is first we need to get some hoppers in here. So we need hopper. Then we need, let's actually grab all our redstone components here. So we have that. We have that. We have some dust. We have some torches. I don't know why I grabbed that. Yeah, this should work. Okay, so this is where our comparators are going to go, right in here. And this is standard etho hopper clock, right in the middle here. Boom, boom. Okay, now we've got to replace some things here. So we've got to do a little torch tower here. 1, 2, 3. You only need this bottom torch on one side, okay? You don't need the bottom torch on the other side, but it would go here. But we're going to put it here instead, okay? So this, you don't actually need the X on the other side. I know I call it the double X, but believe me, it's a standard. It's a concept, okay? I'm going to break those 2 blocks out, and I'm going to put the sticky pistons in there. 1 there, 1 there. And then we're going to put the redstone block right in there. Okay. So, I mean, looks kind of like a standard etho hopper clock, using torches instead of just redstone here. But what's really cool about this whole idea here is that we've got a one-shot triggerable hopper clock. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when we basically, I'll demonstrate it over here, okay? When we give this thing a single pulse, well, I guess I need some items in there. So let's put like, I don't know, let's just put like 16 items in there. Boom. There we go. So when we give this thing a single pulse, just like this, boom, okay, it's gonna fire 1 time, and then it's gonna go back, and it's just resetting right now, and now it's done. Now it'll never go again, which I think is really cool. So what we can do is we can use this to basically time something. How long this whole circuit needs to go. How long does it take to actually fill an entire hopper minecart? Let's see. Do I have a stopwatch? Yeah, I got a stopwatch on my phone here. Wait, do I have a... I'm looking around to see if there's anything on my screen that actually gives me any time. There isn't. I guess I'm just going to have to use the old stopwatch on the phone trick. Okay. I don't know why I'm using a stopwatch on my phone. It feels like there's a mathematical formula for this. Click the wrong button, of course. There we go. So what we want to do is we want to push this over, and we want to see how long it actually takes for this hopper to fill. So we go over, boom, we start, and almost, wait, was there any items in it already? I think there were. There were probably items in it already. Oh, wasted experiment. Okay, so let's just get rid of everything. Man, oh man. Let's try that again. Try that again. Okay, definitely got an empty hopper minecart. We're gonna reset my stopwatch. We're gonna power and start. Okay. And we're filling. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. And then we stop, and we're looking at approximately 16 seconds. Approximately 16 seconds. Well, do you guys know how to do the math for hopper minecarts? Or hopper clocks? Wait, why is this on? Oh, that's because, yeah, because of this. Forgot. Okay, so basically I need this thing to sit here for 16 seconds, which is fine. I'm going to show you guys another really cool trick here. I love this trick. So instead of using the one-way pulse, I'm going to use both ways, so that the system, by the time it's done, it's reset. Look at this. We've taken output here and here. Yeah. Okay, and I know I'm going to need to do something here too, but we'll just do this, this, this. That solves that problem. Okay, and let's get these things out of here. Let's get these things. Oh, I can't even open this anymore. That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. As long as there's enough items in there, we should be fine. Okay, so what I need this to do is come over here for 8 seconds and then go back. And we know that we can transfer 2.5 items per second, right? So transferring 2.5 items per second, that means 5 items would be 2 seconds. And if we want 8 seconds, we just have to multiply that by 4, right? So that would be 20 items. Does that sound reasonable? 20 items. Now, when any item's in here, this is going to give off a signal, which is going to power this. Oh, no, that's not what I want at all. Man, see, this is what happens when I start thinking ahead of myself. Okay. I want this to power up, but then I want it to turn off. So this actually has to go into a monostable. So it's actually like this. No. So when this goes over, it'll power on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we do this, this. Then we have a piston facing up. And then we have some sand right there. All right, so when this goes over, it's going to turn this on, and turn this torch off, which is going to lower this guy. But then when it ends and all the items flow back, this goes off, this goes back on, and then the pulse goes through. And that's what opens the gate for a second. I don't know how long this pulse will need to be to keep that gate open long enough for the hopper minecart, but we're about to find out. Here we go. Goes in. I forgot to hook that up. Well, that's kind of a waste. Okay. And then hopefully that would have been enough time. That would have been the perfect amount of time to go back, and then it releases this thing. And now we're full. And what's cool is by the time this goes back over here, it's actually already reset. Oh, no, it isn't, because the hopper minecart was still there for a fraction of a second, wasn't it? Oh, that's so dumb. That is so dumb. So this is going to have to be a monostable as well. So this fires, and then it stays up. Yep. Yep. All right. That's okay. We can do that. We can do that. I might need more space here. Should have stretched this out a lot more. I'm artificially implying conditions on myself here. All right, let's just do this. Maybe we should... This is so silly. That shouldn't be that way. That's probably going to affect that anyway, right? Oh, good heavens. I should just push this whole thing over. Okay, let's do this. Plus 1. Plus 2. Move 10. Get out of my way. We'll fix that later. Yes. Should probably move all this over as well. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Just checking my chat here. That scared me in my creative world too. Oh yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I'm like a few seconds behind on my chat. Way behind. But yeah, that's happened to me so many times where I'm watching a stream and the streamer I'm watching, like their redeem goes off and it scares the heck out of me because I'm like also kind of playing around in creative or something, or I'm in a survival and like just on the server doing something. Okay, so this should solve the problem. So basically, when this first happens now, as soon as the minecart comes in and starts getting items, that's when this is going to trigger the first time. But then the monostable will stay up, so it won't keep going. Okay. I think it's easier to rebuild this. Yeah, I think I want this. Oops, not that. This. I'm going to get out my trusty axe, which I use as my tool of choice for world edit. I don't know what tool you guys use, but I highly recommend the axe, the wooden axe. Copy. And then paste. All right. And then all of this can go. There you go. Don't need you. Don't need ya. Okay, this is still got my 20 items in it. All right. I hope my my box is doing okay here. I should probably check just to make sure I got enough stuff in the box. You know what? Let's try a full-scale test here. This is great. Yeah, I need this. I need this. Nope. I need at least one more here. And then this. Oh, this is so messy. That's okay. Okay, so you gotta get into the habit of just making things messy first. And then after you make it messy, then you can start to make it better. This is what redstone design is all about. There we go. There we go. Now, just so we're clear, we've got our box we put in here at the top. The box gets immediately shoved down into this hopper because it's detected, and into this dropper. It gets fired down into this. And as soon as it goes into this hopper and into this dropper, it gets detected and dispensed, because this is now a dispenser, not a dropper. And then we need some mechanism by which we fire the hopper minecart back. And I guess I could just take this, right? Yeah, we'll worry about that later. For now, I'm just going to do it manually. This is empty. Get ourselves a brand new shulker here, full of stone. Okay, here we go. First full-scale test of everything we have so far. That goes in, gets broken, gets dispensed, gets dispensed. Okay, now this will get triggered. That gets triggered. The counter starts going. And hopefully when the hopper minecart is full, this ends and the gate should open. Come on, there we go. And it comes back and we should have a full hopper of items. Okay, we're good. We're in good shape. Now, what I really need to do, just one more time, break all of this stuff. Put one more hopper there. I want to see what the timing is like here, because I want to see if there's any way we can shave some seconds off here. Okay. So this is nice. This is very, very nice. This should, when it gets to 5 stacks, this should like immediately get fired off. There it is. Okay, so we've got about 2 seconds to spare. I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. Oh, this is great. This is great. I gotta wonder here. Because the next part about here is going to be breaking the shulker, which I'm sure has to be done with a piston into a hopper. But I think, I'm 90% sure here. How do I do this? We put a hopper here. Yeah, I'm about 99% sure that if I try to put a rail here, let's get my detector rail back. Break that, put that here. I'm about 99% sure that when this hopper minecart comes along, it's going to... Wait, do I have another hopper minecart? Okay, I do. It's going to empty the items into the hopper instead of where it's supposed to go. So is this... Oh, it isn't. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's actually self-locking the hopper because of the detector rail. So the question is, will it get any items when the thing loosens? I'll bet it will. Oh, it won't. Oh, that is super good. That is super good. Now, oh man, okay. Now I'm excited. This is great because I could put pistons. If I get piston right here. All right. And what we need is basically this releases the hopper, and then like just a fraction of a second later, it breaks. So how do we do that? Well, we do it the messy way, and then we do it the clean way. So we're going to start with a repeater right there. That's going to go into this block, and then how do we want to power this? Let's just do this. All right. Presumably that'll power that. Let's try this. Of course it will. Of course it will. Let's break that, or bring that all the way down. And like that. And then we should see. Gotta get rid of some of this stuff. All right. You guys still with me? Everybody, anybody bored yet? What is the most fun redstone contraption you guys have ever built? I think I've got way too many of these. Really only need one. There we go. Something like that. Let's get all of this out of here. That. There we go. Gone. Still can't open that. That's okay. I don't need to. Okay, so the whole idea is now this hopper minecart's going to go over. It's going to fill, and then it'll get released. And as soon as it's released, this piston should fire, break the chest here, or this guy, and it should drop down here. Oh, no, it's not going to do that. Of course it's not going to do that because it needs to be emptied. Oh, which is obviously troublesome because we don't want it to break until it's completely empty. Oh, no, we might have to count. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, because otherwise it gets broken. Well, I mean, the good news is this circuit is going to work. The bad news is it's going to work too soon. All right, so for now, I'm just going to ignore this part of the circuit. And we just know we can come back to this because we'll have to add some sort of counter or something later. Let's move on to the actual smelting part of the smelter because that is obviously important, right? We now have a system that can... Oh, there's one more part of this that I wanted to do. Yes, yes. The other part of this that I wanted to do was the new minecart. Yeah, okay. So we'll get this in here. First thing we need is another rail. One of these. And that'll go here and here. And then I guess I could just put this, just a powered rail, right? Rail, yeah. Okay. Powered rail, powered rail. We're gonna need another lever. Let's just do this. Power that. That can't be that way though. Which means this is probably gonna have to go here. Oh, but that can't go there because of the hopper. Maybe I need to move this back one. Yep. Okay. That's there. And we've got this. That. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. I can just put this right here. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? So what I'm trying to do here is get it so that when one minecart leaves, it immediately imports another minecart. But this minecart needs to go this way. But it will never have to come back this way. So I guess that means these are the... I, for some reason, always get confused with minecart mechanics. Okay, so I think it's a T that I want to do this way. Right? Something like this. Then, so what did I say? These minecarts will always go this way. But if one comes here, it will always go this way. So how do I do that? Like this. Yep. Yep. All right. So let's say we've got, let's get another rail in here. Music. I'm enjoying this music. You guys enjoying the music? Let me know. Let me know if you hate it, or if you love it, or if you're impartial. Okay, there we go. And now this should bring a new minecart into play when this passes. Yeah. Detector. Okay, so we put a detector rail here. And then carry this on. Okay, this doesn't really matter where it ends up because I'm just going to destroy this anyway. Okay, so we've got our hopper minecart in place. And then we do this. I wonder how fast that'll go. Well, let's try it. We're probably going to need a pulse extender on this. Yeah, in fact, I'm 100% certain we're going to need a pulse extender on this. Which is fine. We can do a pulse extender. Very easy. Boom. And then we go here. And we go boom, boom. And then we go here. This one will go into, oops. There. There. And then why do I have to make everything so packed and tight together? If this was moved over one more block, we'd be totally fine. Which I guess I can do. Okay, so let's move all of this from this, no, from this all the way to there. Let's just move one. There we go. Okay. Much better. Much better. That goes there. Let's go there. And then we have the hopper minecart, which will come along here. And it'll fire that pulse extender just long enough to trigger this. Repeater. And that. And that. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need a new thing there. So this is basically the way this is going to work. For anyone who's still watching, still interested. We've got a hopper minecart here. We're ready to go. We're going to need a button just to launch the first one. We won't need a button in the final version, obviously, but just for now, for testing. We've got a button here. When I push this button, it's going to launch a minecart in here, and it's going to start picking up the items that are in here. Eventually, I'm going to have a way to restock minecarts right here into this gap. What's neat, though, is that when this minecart is done filling, it's going to automatically eject, go down this track, but then it's going to pass by this, which is going to send the next minecart in, which is exactly what we want. Of course, we don't have a minecart there yet, but we can do that when the time comes. So let's get shulker loaded. That gets dispensed in. Another minecart is in place. We're ready to go. So we're now counting. We're filling. When this gets up to full, whee! We hit our 64. A few seconds later, that gets released. The next minecart gets triggered in place, and that is going to fill. Now this one would go on to Glory, the super smelter. Oof. And a new one would be placed there. And when this one fills, a couple seconds later, off we go, and the next one gets fired in. And look at how clean that is. That is so nice. And after about 5 of these, because the shulker box has, it has 27 slots, so that should be basically 6 minecarts. All right, so another one goes in. I love the idea that like the minecarts come back and then they just end up sitting like right here, ready to go again. And then one goes in. Yeah, okay. Cool. All right, let's go off to the smelter then. So let's actually just stop that there. All right, so here is where we're going to need hoppers. And we're going to need furnaces. So let's get our furnaces in. So as I said, as promised, this is going to be a super smelter. So obviously we need to smelt. And we're going to need some hoppers. Give me a hopper. And we're going to need 384 furnaces. The question is, how do I want to lay out my 384 furnaces? Well, eventually, I'd like to build this into like one chunk. Wouldn't that be cool if the whole thing was in one chunk? Which means the furnaces would either have to go in a spiral up or a spiral down. Probably a spiral down is easier, but for today, for the purposes of today's video, I think I'm just going to do all of the furnaces in a straight line. Yeah, I think that makes sense. What I am going to do, though, is have all of these furnaces. Ooh, not all these furnaces. Yeah, they need to go into a set of hoppers, but the hoppers all need to go into a thing. So something like this. I know I'm going to need these in like modules of 8. So let's stack 7 of these things. Because 8 will be able to feed into one, basically it's a dropper. So we'll put a dropper here. We're probably going to need at some point to build another auto dropper circuit. So that's gonna, when it gets items, start dropping them down into like a water stream, for instance. And then that'll be how we reload items into our shulker. All right, 384. What's 384 divided by 2? Get out the old calculator here. That's, well, I know exactly what it is. It should be 64 and 64, which is 128, and 32, which is, let's see, 158 and 2 is 160. 160? That makes sense. So I need 160 furnaces. All right. Well, let's just do this then. Actually, maybe I should just leave them separated. Actually, I do kind of like the idea of doing that. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So that is 8. And let's stack. If I do 8 stacks, that'll be 64. But I need way more than that. I need like 160 that way, which is 2 stacks. So 8 and 8 and 4, which is 16 and 4, 20. So I need to stack 19. Yeah, something like that. Oh my God, that's my super smelter right there. That's crazy. This is like so far out chunk-wise that it's not even going to work, because like all these chunks need to be loaded, which means I probably should bend it back in on itself. Yeah. This is one of those lovely things that you just kind of have to do. All right. Okay, let's do this. Rail. All right, so half of what I just did. That was 19, right? Yeah, so the total's 20. So if I just go 10, that's 80. Oops, but it's only 9. Yeah, so it should be here. So all this will be garbage. Okay, so just because you can't read my mind here, I'll explain a little bit of what I'm thinking. So what we've got here is 8 furnaces, and then that's stacked 10 times. So that should be a total of 80, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 80 furnaces. And the idea is we're going to turn around and come back another 10. That would be 160. And then we'll go out and back, and the total would be 360. That's not what we want. We want 384. So how did I do that wrong? So that means I'm missing, what, 24 furnaces? Which in 4 lines is 6 or 4 more. Well, I'm glad I did that quick. All right, let's do this then. Let's just take all of these. Let's see. Maybe from here. Oh, it's not even there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be fine. All right, let's try that again. This time we have 14 sets of 8. And 14 sets of 8 should be half of what I need. No, a quarter of what I need. Man, I want to get out my calculator again because I just want to make sure that I'm not absolutely crazy. Calculator one more time. We've got 8 times 14. That's going to give us 112 furnaces. So that's what we should see there. And if we multiply that by 4, now we're at 448. What the heck? Okay, I need 384. So I need to divide that by 8. That's 48. So I need 48 sections, and I need to divide that by 4 lanes. Yeah, so it's 12, not 14. Okay. Sorry for the confusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And we break this here. This doesn't need to be there. Okay. There we go. Now this needs to have the hoppers going into it as well, because we're going to need a way to get fuel inside. We're going to need rails on top of this as well. Oh no, I decided I wasn't going to do rails for this. I was going to do the whole honey and water thing. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool idea. Which means we need to flip. Okay, so let's do honey. Let us do honey on top of these. Honey. Honey, honey, honey. Actually, let's do ice. Let's just use packed ice. Packed ice. There we go. And we're also going to have packed ice in front, like this. And the whole idea is we're going to have our items for fuel flowing along here. And it's going to rub along this honey, and it's going to go into the hoppers. Sounds good, right? Sounds good, right? Okay, so let's take this all the way to here and stack it 11 times. And then with any luck at all, we haven't destroyed anything down here. We've got our math exactly right. Yes, we do. But what we do need to do is move all of this stuff. Because look how close it is. I need room to turn around, and I need room for a lot of things. So that's okay. That is okay. So here, all the way down to say, I don't know, here. Yeah. Let's move about 10 blocks. Perfect. Still need to get rid of all this stuff. Zip, 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 zip. Whoops. Yay. All right, we'll worry about the whole turning around mechanism and all that later. For now, we want to make sure that we don't have rails inside of our stiff. Where did that stuff go? I wonder where the rails went. It's weird. Just weird world edit stuff, I guess. That happens. Okay, so the idea is that our fuel is going to flow along behind on this ice. When it gets to the end, it's going to have to turn around and come back. So I basically need another one of these that's flipped. But I'm going to need this first, because this is the wall that holds in all of the fuel. Something like this. So let's stack this 11 times. Oh, nailed it. Absolutely crushed it. All right, I think we're having fun. Now this whole thing, all the way down to here, ooh, love this. Okay, so we're staring this way. We're going to go copy. We're going to go flip. We're going to go paste. And then just to make sure everything works properly, let's paste it again. All right, now we've got the first half of our array. Here. We can now feed fuel, hypothetically, in here. It'll go all the way down and come all the way back. And then we're going to have some sort of turnaround point where it goes all the way out again. Which means we're going to need a second one of these. So let's do this. We'll take all of this stuff. Maybe I should do the complete turnaround first. Nah. Second position. Okay. Let's just stand above this. And we'll do copy. And then we're going to leave a gap and something like this. Paste. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? Apparently we started at the bottom and forgot to go to the top. All right. Well, that's okay. We could do that. There. Copy. And paste. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're good. We are good. Look at what 384 furnaces looks like. This is an insane number of furnaces. I gotta be really careful about this because now I'm at that point where it's possible. Oh no! No, that's right. I had a terrifying thought for a second. I thought for a second that I was smelting the entire contents of a shulker box, but I'm not. I'm only smelting the entire contents of a furnace minecart, which is fine. Totally fine. And that's what we have here. This is how many items fit in a shulker box, by the way. 384. Not in a shulker box, in a furnace, in a hopper minecart. 384 items. So this should smelt every item in a hopper minecart. And maximum efficiency too, because I don't think we could feed items evenly distributed any faster than basically what we're going to have right here. Oh, so we've been streaming for what, a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes. I think I'm going to go about another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to call it for tonight. But we should maybe start filling up these furnaces with fuel. I think that would be smart. So what we really need to do is come up with a good way to do that. So let's do this, oops, this. Okay, and then let's just put another wall there, and wall. All right, so the idea is fuel will come along here, hit here, and go along here. Perfect. When it gets to the end, we need to make the long transition. So this one, actually, let's do the short one first. Oh no, this isn't gonna work. Okay, hold on. Hold on just a second here. Yeah, almost made a mistake there. Because the idea is fuel is going to come along here, it's going to hit this, and it's going to end up at the other end. These ends are the easy ends. Maybe I should do the hard end at that end, because this end needs to be easy. Yeah, I think that's probably smarter. So I think I was right here. Yeah, don't do the complicated end at this end, because this is the end that has all of the complicated circuitry and whatnot. Okay. So this will be easy. When the fuel comes down here, it's already lined up against here. It hits this edge. It goes this way and that way. And then the same thing here. Right? All we really need to do is come out a little bit, come across. Let's put that in. A couple more of those, a couple more of those. A couple more of those. A couple more of those. And then this. Like that. Okay, so fuel comes down, goes back, comes down, goes back. But then when it gets to this end, this is where it gets hard. Because when it gets to this end, it's actually pretty easy, because we can just extend all the way out and have it come all the way back here. But this end is going to be the tricky one, because as you can see, it's aligned here. And then when it comes across, we need it to be aligned against this, which means we need to first bring it in this way. So how do we do that and not interfere with this? Oh, I guess, I mean, okay, so maybe we can take this out. Yeah, maybe this can go this way. Or something. Yeah, okay. And then this will come out. Okay, so this is... What do we need to do here? This is going to go back up this way. So it's this we need to worry about. So this needs to come back this way somehow. So we can put in a couple of these before we do. No, we can't do that. We can do this. And this. And this. There we go. There we go. Now I think we're on the right track. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't matter anymore. Oh, except it does because of this rail. Yeah, how do we do this with the rail? So we don't want to mess that up. I think we could actually come out a little bit more. Could actually come out to here if we wanted, right? That's what it seems like. That should give us lots of room to turn the rail and go wherever we want. Okay. Yeah. But this needs to be honey. Honey, honey. There we go. Okay, so the items are flowing along here. Nope, they go back that way. So items... Ooh, wait. Wait a moment. Man, maybe I've screwed this whole thing up. Yeah, because items are going to be coming this way. I think I need to... This is one of those weird times where you need some visual indicators. So let's just grab that. Okay, now how do I do this? Because we have to remember, fuel is going to be coming this way, and it needs to go back that way. And just so we're not confused. Yeah. Okay. It's coming this way, and then it needs to go back that way. But not from here. It needs to from that one. And then these are the opposite. So over here, we need to go this way and this way, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we are on the right track. Okay. Fuel is going to be here. It can shuffle off this way. And when it comes back, it comes in here and goes across there. That's perfect. That's perfect. And this is easy now. Now we're in easy mode. And we should, with any luck at all, just be able to... Yeah, just copy paste that over. Okay. Hopefully you guys are still with me. And if you're not, hopefully you've tuned in later. Watching back. Checking the stream. Okay, so fuel is going to come along this way. It's going to be aligned with that honey. It's going to go into a water stream. It's going to come this way. And then it's going to go back that way. All right, so let's just grab this. Something like this. So we can do this. Let's grab that. Come over to about the middle here. Right there. Copy. Paste. Oops, not copy, paste. Idiot. Flip. Nope. Flip. Paste. Flip. Paste. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is the other way around. I hope. Okay, let's see if we got this right. This goes this way. So we come in here. we're aligned here. We should be able to go around this entire thing, back here, and now we are aligned the wrong way. Now we are totally aligned the wrong way. Yeah, wow, I messed that up. Yep, totally messed that up. So I can't do these like that. Because this one, let's see, this feeds this one, which is actually this way. This one needs to be this way. The funny thing is, this one's actually right. So all the stuff will be aligned along here, which is fine, right up to here, and then it goes this way, and then it goes this way, and when it hits here, it's aligned along this wall, and it goes. So that's okay. When it comes back, it's totally fine. Ends up in this stream, over here, and then it gets to here, and this is where it's aligned wrong. So I need an extra little zigger here, an extra little zigzag, which shoots this stuff back this way, which means this is going to have to go temporarily. What a pain in the butt. Oh, actually, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, let's put this back to where it was. That was okay. So stuff comes along here. It's already aligned. It goes this way. It goes this way. It gets realigned. It goes back, but it's this way. So this one's wrong. This comes around and it needs to go back this way. Can I do this a different way? Wait, am I being dumb here? Yeah. I think I just realized the answer here. I know how to solve this problem. It's that, right? Because items will come along here. They'll hit the sea pickles. And then they'll be aligned here already. I think that's correct. Now I need to try it though. All right, water. And I'm gonna need some signs. Okay, so we'll start here. Sign there. Water there. What's to stop this stuff from going this way? You can waterlog sea pickles, right? Yes, you can. Okay, so now I just need to solve this problem, which is actually a much easier problem to solve. Okay, there we go. So these come out and in there. And that means I'm probably going to need water much closer. So let's figure out exactly how far it goes. Well, what happened there? Did I waterlog the sign? I did, and I didn't mean to. don't waterlog the sign. Put the water there. Oh, it did it again. Oh, that's why. All right, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. I see what's going on, though. Break. Break. And that. Okay. And that's okay. That's okay. Water there. Water there. Okay. I need a piece of fuel. So if I just grab, I don't know, a log, and we toss it in here. It doesn't go. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. I thought that was going to work for sure. Wait, do you not need... Maybe you don't need honey when you do it this way. Maybe you just need, like, glass or something. Glass panes. I think that might be the answer. Just replacing this. I'm just going to put this down here for a second. Yeah, I think this might be the answer. Before I commit totally to all these glass panes, I'm just going to do this because I think this will work. So one more time here. In, over, down, around, back, aligned, and in. Yep, so that'll be it. And then that's where that went right in. Okay, I think we're good. So now I just need to run glass panes all the way down to the end here. So let's get my axe out again. That's not how you spell axe. That's how you spell axe. And let's just go that, and then we'll stack. It was 11 times 8, so 88. So let's just do 80 because I don't want to go too crazy. Oh, perfect. So I'm like 20 short. So let's stack 90. No, let's stack 100. And then we'll do the rest by hand. Okay. And that solves that problem. These are aligned. These come back. Boom, boom, boom. These are aligned. Break that out. That'll go to the end and come back, and these are aligned. And when it comes back this way, we go right back into this spiral, and we're realigned. And oh, that was way more complicated than it needed to be. And of course, I'm going to have to come back and fix this at some point because, well, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so I want to. This is, I think, one of the reasons why this super smelter has been kind of in my mind for a long time, and I haven't actually done it because I knew there'd be a lot of stupid little fiddly bits. It is. It's, yes. Hi, Anata. Welcome to my chat. And yes, this is complicated. It's not complicated. It's just I'm trying to be like really fiddly and creative about this. So it's taking a little bit more time than it needs to. But all I'm basically doing is building a giant super smelter, and I'm hoping to at least try it out once before before this stream is over. So, but first I just need to lay all the groundwork for all of the fuel and how this hole gets in and everything. Oh, it's going to take a long time to fill this entire thing with fuel as well. So maybe I should start filling it with fuel. That's probably smart, right? Okay. So what if I start here and yeah. Do this. One goes there. And that there. Okay, and I can come back and add all of these signs and water in a minute. But to start with, I just want to add a command block. And you can't get a command block that way. Give it a command block. So obviously I'm not going to use a command block in survival when I build this thing. I'm going to hook up a duper, like a carpet duper, but just for testing purposes. I want to just do a thing here where I really quickly fill this thing with fuel. And this is the fastest way that I can think to do it. So I have somewhere over here a command that I can copy paste. Right here. Let's grab this one. There it is right there. And let's come back to my glorious super smelter. Okay, so this one is going to have that. It's going to require, it's going to be repeating. It is going to need redstone, no conditions. So basically, when we flip this switch, it's going to start generating carpet. And what that's doing is it is now going in and filling all of the hoppers here. So while it's filling, I'm going to go ahead and keep placing these signs and water. Sign, water. What happened to Igniter? I don't know. What happened to Igniter? Is something happening to Igniter? Nothing happened to Igniter. Igniter is still going strong. We're about halfway through Season 3 right now. You can check out ignitersmp.com if you want to see all of the members on Igniter. I'm taking, not a break, but just this particular stream. I'm doing something different than Igniter, and the only reason is because, okay, so let me be honest with you guys. I decided at the start of this year that I wanted to focus on watch hours and increasing my number of watch hours. And so that meant basically, instead of publishing a video every week on Igniter, I'm going to publish a video every other week on Igniter, and I'm going to take those off weeks to produce tutorial videos because I think they generate a lot more views and a lot more watch time. And that's actually been very successful for me. I have actually got monetized already this year because of that very thing. In basically 3 months, I went from having like 2,000 watch hours to having 4,000 watch hours and got myself monetized. So now I am looking to carry that momentum on, and yeah, I think it's going to be great for my channel if I just keep producing tutorials. And so I made a tutorial today, published a tutorial today on what is the best fuel in Minecraft. And, you know, spoiler, I decided that the best fuel in Minecraft is actually carpets because you can do all kinds of really cool things with carpets. But that got me thinking about a giant super smelter. And I really wanted to create a giant super smelter, specifically one that I could load a shulker box full of stuff in, and it would just smelt it all and then return the whole box to me fully smelted. So that's what we're working towards. Now I know I'm not going to get this whole thing done tonight, but that is basically the goal of this set of streams. So I'll probably do another stream. I might do another stream tomorrow, or it might not be till next week or something else. But expect this because I really like this super smelter project. I don't know why I'm so in love with super smelters. I just am. Okay, so that should be good there. And then we keep going. This system that I'm working on right now does have a minor flaw, and that there's no real way for me to turn off the dupers that'll be creating the carpet. Actually, that's not true because I should be able to, if I can do the math right, I should be able to turn on the dupers to refill the system as it's being used, and then turn them off again, and mathematically I should have exactly enough carpet to basically refill the system as needed, which is going to be very, very cool. I like these big math projects, which this basically is. I mean, it's It sounds kind of dumb. The rumors that you heard were just rumors. Actually, could you please tell me what rumors you heard and where you heard them from? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is news to me. If you've heard something happened to Igniter, I'm really curious what you heard and where you heard it. And who is spreading those dirty rumors? Because that's the last thing we want, is like for people to think that, you know, something happened to Igniter or something. But no, we're going strong. In fact, we're already making big plans for next season and stuff. We're having, like, to be honest with you, this is one of the most excited I've ever been for Igniter right now, because of something that, like, a decision that we just kind of came up with. It's something that's going to be very, very cool for the next season. Now, that's still months away, but when it actually comes through, you're going to love it. So probably my imagination, Igniter shut down. Yeah, that must have been your imagination, because, like, yeah, not going to lie. No, Igniter is not shutting down. We are strong. In fact, I've said this before, maybe not publicly, but I've said this before. Igniter will never shut down. Like, I am effectively the owner of Igniter SMP at this point. If everybody on the server decided to leave, I would still play Igniter as my single player world. So Igniter will never shut down. It will always be there in some capacity. But I'll tell you right now, nobody is planning to leave Igniter, at least not that I'm aware of. I have talked to all of our members one-on-one in the last, like, 3 days about big plans for next season, and every single one of them was like, oh my goodness, I love that idea. And so, yeah, like, expect that to be at least another 3 years, you know, from today, because we've still got another, like, year or half a year at least on season 3, and then probably 2 years on season 4 or longer. That's minimum, you know. Yeah, if you know, haven't been recommended content for you guys. That's weird. That is really weird. Make sure you're following everybody. Maybe turn on notifications. Make sure you do the YouTube thing. And I'm not trying to be that guy, but hey, turn on notifications. Click the bell. You know, that way you get notified when new videos of ours come out. You know why you're probably not being recommended Igniter videos? Probably because you've seen them all. Okay, there we go. So we've got the water streams going now. So just one more kind of quick little thing. What's happening here is we've got carpet being put in. It's distributing into all of these hoppers down below here as we go. It's only got up to here so far, but what's happening is that these furnaces are filling up and making sure that every single furnace has fuel. So it takes a long time to fill all these furnaces, so yeah, so it's going to be a while for this to run. But I want to kind of get the minecart going and everything. This is so cool. Okay, so let's break this. Okay, let's figure out how we can drive the minecart. And again, I'm going to do this in, like, the dumbest way possible right now, just because I want to see this done. So let's get oh wow, I actually lined that up. I don't think that was intentional, but alright, so somewhere around there we need a block. Alright, so that's gonna kick all of those, and then if I just do this, I think every other one. Nope, it's gonna miss one. Okay, so I have to do that. No. Ah, yes, that's that weird glitch in Minecraft. Okay. Oh, why don't I just do this? Yeah. I'm gonna clean all of this up when I do the full version of this, especially when I do the survival version of this. Right now it's awful, but it's proof of concept. Okay. So That's powered, except I missed one. That's powered. Wait. I just come over a little bit more. That's all powered. Beautiful. Okay. That's powered. That's powered. And then somewhere out there. And then we just do every one of these. That, 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 that. Okay. Reach out to Thaddeus at some point for a crossover. Yeah, I love Thaddeus. Thaddeus and I are actually good friends. Not in real life good friends, but good online friends. We actually share a couple Discords together, and we talk privately semi-regularly. So, like I said, I would go so far as to say we are friends, not just acquaintances, not just like Minecraft buds that have run into each other once in a while. But no, we talk, and we talk about collaborations and stuff regularly. So don't be surprised if you see Thaddeus in future Igniter content. You know, I think, you know, and this is a spoiler, I think at the very least he's going to want to come on our server and try out Relic Runner at some point, which is very cool. Okay, how are we doing with the fuel? Look at how bad this fuel is, this fuel situation. It takes so long to get all the hoppers full. But that will be very solvable another time. That's okay. Okay, so we now have the rail, which goes all the way down, all the way back, and then this should be here. Let's see. Oops. I should probably do some of this. Let's get one of those there. Gotta go. Just finished downloading 12 gig. Well, thanks for stopping in. No big deal. What's the super smelter for? This is hi Green. This isn't for anything. Like, honestly, this is something that I had in my mind for a long time. Just like, I want to build a really big super smelter. And so I've always loved the idea of giant super smelters. Especially since I like the idea that, well, I mean, there's a redstone component here, so it's actually going to smelt items and from a shulker box, and then return the shulker box to you completely full. That's the plan. All right. So let's watch this in action. Even though we don't have enough fuel in our furnaces, you should get the idea of the whole loading thing. Okay, so we should have, let's see, a minecart. That's what I was looking for, hopper minecart. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in a minecart. We're going to fire that. That's going to go in. And at some point, I'll have some sort of a queuing system, by the way, for hopper minecarts. So this is going to fill. Oh, it's... Ah, dang. Okay. So I got to actually stop this. Okay. And then I need to break this. And then we need to start over with a brand new shulker. Okay, here we go. So the way this works, you put a shulker box in, breaks the shulker. The shulker ends up dispensed down here, in there, and now we have a hopper minecart, which is going to start in this spot. It's going to come across, it's going to fill. So we've got a counter circuit over here, basically a timer, which is waiting until this thing is totally full. And then once it gets totally full, there's about two or three seconds where it's like, okay, confirmed, we're totally full. Releases the minecart, and then off it goes. And now it's going to start loading up every one of these furnaces. There are 384 furnaces. some of which don't have fuel yet because the fuel is still going. But the whole idea is 384 furnaces is exactly the amount of items that are in a hopper minecart. So each one of these furnaces is getting one item. If I look at any one of these furnaces, you'll see it has got one item. And meanwhile, by the way, the way this works is that another, hopper minecart would actually be in here. It'd be grabbing the next set of items. This is pretty cool. La 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 la. And this is all happening kind of in tandem, right? So you've got that hopper minecart, and then actually I could put another one here too. Watch. So that one gets released, it shoots another one in. So now that one's distributing items, and now this one comes back. Now this should have nothing in it because it's used one item in every single furnace. And when this one fires off, it should be just in time for the other one to come back. Okay, that one's off. It loads this one in. Now this one starts loading with items. Okay, and now the other one should be, where is it? Oh, it's here. It's only halfway across. The system could probably support like 3 or 4. Might even be able to support all 5. That's going in. Yeah. Yeah, and so you can see like, all these things are being smelted. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. There's probably better designs for a super smelter. I've always wanted to make my own super smelter that smelts items really, really fast. And this is kind of the best I could come up with. Which is basically, yeah, and you see this, there's a new minecart here, it's waiting. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I actually screwed up. That should have gone over. And then there should have been another one waiting. There we go. Yeah, there needs to be enough minecarts in the system where it'll continuously keep going. But also, I'll need to do some sort of queuing system at the end here where they all stop and wait, because obviously I don't want this happening. I don't want them all bunching up, right? But you get the idea. Okay, so that's actually out now. So you get the idea. So we're distributing exactly 384 items to 384 furnaces, which should smelt all of these items very fast. And so this one's actually done. So we've got 48 items, which is from these furnaces. And yeah, that's the way the super smelter is going to work. And like I said, I'll put more work into this another day. But for now, like, I think you see the proof of concept. Eventually, I'll have all of these guys, auto droppers, drop all of their smelted items into a water stream. They'll reload the shulker box, and then the shulker box will be redelivered back to you, the player. So I think that is where I'm going to call it. Let me do my little outro thing. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me play this game and build a super smelter. This is not the stream that you asked for. This might not even be the stream that you needed, but this is the stream you got. So I was happy to make it. And I hope you guys were happy to watch it. If you were happy to watch it, hey, do me a favor. Like the stream. It costs you absolutely nothing to like the stream, and it helps me a whole bunch. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Guess what? I also have channel memberships available. You can send me a, you can buy a channel membership. You get access to videos a couple days early. You can also send me some super thanks, super chats. I have those globally enabled as well. But if you can't afford it, obviously don't worry about it. I'm happy just to have you guys around watching the stream. And thanks. I think that's going to be it for me. Have a good one, everyone. Goodbye.